we will be going with the task and functions. So mainly, why do we need this task or a function? Let's say there are some things. Let's say inside the some big initial begin, you will be doing some operations. Let's say either it can be a memory mapping or just trying to update some random numbers. There are some statements you are going to do. So like if this kind of operation is going to do multiple times, during that time we need task. Let's say instead of using multiple times here, I'll be using a task or a function here and do some end task or end function. And then later we just try to call that function. And also one more example we can say, like there are some multiple operations you are going to do. Let's say it can be just a comparison. Let's say you have some numbers 5 or 3. So during that time, like let's say whether A will be 5 and B will be 3. So if I want to compare this 5 and 3, or let's say 10 and 11, or some numbers with respect to equals also. So during that time, like instead of checking multiple times if A equals to b, then it will be a equals to b, then those kind of things. I'm just trying to tell you that there are multiple ways we can just try to update. So now if you need a task only when there are multiple operations is going to happen. So that is the one use case of task begin. So let's say inside our module TV and end module. So whatever you declare, end module also you can add. So whatever you declare here, like the task and the task name, whatever you are going to do, so those will be a static. So and also let's say you have some class and let's say you have one class X and end class. So during that time, whatever you declare here, the task or a function, so during that time it will be automatic. So with this, we can conclude that there are two types of task or functions. So one is static and one is automatic. So here, what is static and automatic? So static means the memory will be created only once, like across all the use cases, that memory will be used. So for automatic, what will happen is whenever you try to call a function or do something, like each time new memory will be allocated. And for static, single memory will be there. So this is the difference between static and the automatic. So that is the one case. And let's say that we need some use case scenarios we can consider. Yeah, let's go over our some basic what all things we can do with some functions. Meaning, let's say like you can use this static and automatic. Let's say that we have one module and the TV, I will be just giving a module name. So here you have something, let's say you have some integers variable like int a, int b will be having, and let's say you have a use case for static. So I will be, let's say I'll be writing some functions, and I'll be declaring that function as a static. And let's say that a static function, I will be giving this name static function. So, and the variables, whatever I'm going to declare here, let's say here you have another int a. Um, yeah, int a will be there, and let's say you have int b and int c is there. So, so now what will happen is like you have declared the static function. So whatever the variables here are corresponding to the static only, unless and until I declare. Let's say I will be declaring a function, meaning a variable, automatic int a underscore some m. I will be just giving it, and if I declare that another way, static int s underscore a, and let's say I will be just like we have seen, like these will be corresponding to static only. So by default, even if you don't declare what type of variable you are creating, so here that will be a static. Reason why I'm telling is like these are declared inside the static function. So this is the one example we can say. And static and do some let's say I'll be doing some operations. like increment kind of thing. Let's say I'll be incrementing this int a. So let's say that I'll be doing some a plus plus here, and a underscore m, meaning that automatic I will be trying to implement, and s underscore a also I'll be trying to implement, and later I will be just displaying like value of abc. So like we can go through the EDA playground. I'm just trying to explain how the things will be going to work here. So this is the one way. And let's say you have one more function that will be our automatic function. I'll just try to copy this one, copy and paste it. So here, like instead of static, if I use that function as a automatic. So let's say automatic I'll be writing here, and I will be changing the name like auto function I will be writing. So here what will happen is like earlier we have seen that our function was static. So this time our function is automatic. So here like whatever the variables you are going to declare inside the automatic function, these will be corresponding to automatic. And unless and until if I declare that variable as static, then only it will be considered as a static. Rest other times it will be considered as a automatic. So this is the one example. Like here we have seen like automatic you are declaring, even though if you don't declare this automatic also, by default it will be automatic. So we can declare static automatic variable inside automatic function or static function. So this is the one example. And let's say I will not use any and let's say I will be like here we have, I'll just paste data. So I'll be not writing anything. So by default, like this entire function will be treating as a static as it is inside the module. So that is the one thing. And unless and until like here the variables are like same, like it will behaves same as a static one. So let's see with an example we will try to go with this. So let me open a new terminal. So let's say that module type aha, and then module I will be writing it. And let's say I have a function with static. Static, yes, static. I'll be giving name as a static function, and function I'll be just writing here. Like we can go with the what all types of the differences between static and the automatic. Those things also we can go over. Like here, let's say I have one integer. A normal integer a, and another integer I'll be having a with underscore s, like that will be corresponding to static. And let's say I will be declaring automatic that will be type of int, and a underscore I'll be just typing that as a auto. So and then I will be just displaying that function like the values. So let's add semicolon here, and values of a will be percentage 0d I will be adding, and a underscore s will be percentage 0d, and a underscore auto will be let's test 0d. So here I'll just try to add a comma a underscore s comma a underscore auto. So let's say if I save this one, like we can go over the, let's try finishing this one, the first basic one, and run it. Connecting to server request is wrong. Okay, so it is running now. So there is no error. Okay, so now this one we have implemented, And now I need to call this function, right? So initial, and just call this, control copy and paste it. See here, the by default values are printed, like values of a equals to 0, a underscore, all the values we have seen. Now let's do some operation here. Like I will be incrementing a and a underscore s and a underscore auto. So increment one. Okay, this was error. So here we see that values of a will be 1, a underscore s for static, and a underscore automatic is 1. So now let's reuse this function multiple times. I will try to call. So here inside this one time we have called, right? So now what I will be doing is, let's call this many times. Like let's say we will be calling this in begin, and say I'll be adding this one. So this is the one example. I'm just trying to tell you like how the things will be. So three times I'm trying to call. Now see the differences. What will happen? See, value of like we have seen, like the static and all, like share the same memory location, or like here we'll be having the memory location will be single memory location, and automatically whenever we call, that will be new memory will be allocated. So if you go here, see for static, we have seen a equals to 1, a next time again we are calling the static function the second time here. Now that previous whatever the memory it has, it is 2, and in the same way for third time it will be 3, since this a like behaves as a static. So here it will be behaves as a static, so that will be also having 1 2 3. But if you see that variable what we have declared a underscore auto will be automatic. So here like each and every time whenever I call that function, new memory will be allocated. And the same thing, like the even though you are trying to increment, so here it will be like 1 1 1, since the let's say the static function you are calling, the second time new memory will be created, and that value whatever the a underscore auto has, like that previous value will be gone and new value will come, like that will be like again 1. So this is the way of use case. This is one example for static function. Now let's say if I have automatic, what will happen? So I will be just changing that auto function. I'll be using this one, and then just use this one. So let's copy paste it and save, and let's I will add some automatic function. So I'll just make sure that static function. So now if I use this one, and let's see how. So error in execution. Okay, just save it and run one more time. Uh, See, for automatic function, you just ignore like the previously we have seen this one. So here automatic function values of a will be, it should be 1 1 1. So why that is coming? Let's see. So here we have a function. Okay, see here the static I have declared, like it should be automatic. So you just save it and run it. Yeah, see here now by this time this variable a will be um, automatic, meaning that value of a will be 1. So for all the three times, first, second, third, it will be behave as the same. Like the value will not get incremented 1 1 1, and for the static only that value got incremented here. So 1 2 3, And for automatic, we have the explicit mentioning that variable will be automatic. So here the value will be 111. This is the one example. And let's see that normal function I will be trying to add inside the module. So I'll not declare anything here. I'll just auto will be there, and I'll be just pasting this as a normal. So just copy it and paste it here. So save, and I will be writing normal. So yeah, for the normal, the behavior will be a static, like I have said earlier, like inside the modules. If you go here, and initially we were trying to tell that, like the values for meaning whatever the we declare inside the module, that will behave as a static. So if we go back to this one, so here you see that for normal function, that will be behaving as a static function only. So here if you see the differences between the static and the normal is nothing. There is no value. See, if for the value of a will be 1 2 3, even though value of a for normal function will be 1 2 3, and static variable 1 2 3 1 2 3, for automatic 1 1 1. This is the way of use case for static and automatic. So this is the one example for variables. And now let's see that what will happen if I declare inside the normal one. Um, let's see that. Let's take one more new tab here, and we'll use case. Like let's say I'll be writing some class function related one, function related. I'll just declare end class. So here, let's say I'll be using the functions here. Function, function. Let's say that I'll be declaring as a static. Yes, function as one, just one variable, and end function here. So here, let's see that the variables. Let's just reuse them. So here I will be. Yeah, we can just reuse this one instead of writing all the stuff. Copy it and paste it here. So this is the one thing. And now just make sure that module TB is there. I'm in module. Like here, the class is outside. So just use this class and declare class handle and initial, begin, and end, and see, create a new method for this one. And now what to do now? Let's say call this one static function. So the underscore h dot paste it. So you are trying to call this static function inside the module, but you have declared here. So select the simulator. Yeah, see here the value got will be updated to 111. Now like I will be calling this 3 times. So here let's save and run it. Yeah, see here the observation here is like even though the function you are declaring as a static here, but the variables whatever we have trying to create, like let's say int a will be having the static one, like what, like as the previous function whatever the we have seen, like the variables whatever we have declared inside the static function will behave as a static, even though if you don't declare whether that is a static or automatic. For a underscore s, we will be getting increments. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 here, but for automatic we will be having 1 1 1. This is the same as the previous one. So now let's say that I'll be just copying this one and paste it, and No, we have this one. So now let's declare a automatic here. Automatic function we have, and just copy paste. So what is the function so now see this one. So this will be the same, like the value of a will be 111 here, and the automatic will be having 111. And now let's see that one more normal function, what will happen. This is the one, the most important we can say. So let's add it the normal function and try to copy this and paste it. So here control copy, paste it. So for normal function, like as the previous one, so here if you see the logs, so values of a will be 1 2 3. So here like the values of a will be 111, since that variables, meaning that normal function we are calling inside, meaning we are using inside the class, so that will behave as a automatic. That is the one thing, and rest others will be the same one. So 1 2 3 for static, and automatic anyway it will be getting created new memory for each time. So this is the one example for use case of static and the automatic. Yeah, thanks all.